Good morning, y'all. It's cold today. It's 58 degrees is the high, and so it's our first cold day. I think the summer and the spring probably the lowest was 60s. Could be wrong, but I think this is the first really cold day. I'm gonna go out later today to Union Square. Um, right now I'm making a doll, and by the time I'm done making this doll, I'm gonna head out. But I'm gonna try to go closer to 3 o'clock when it's at its high. I'm an early bird, so in the morning, or like when I decide like I'm gonna go out, when I wake up, I just jump up and get prepared and I head out to the street. But now that it's colder, I really can't do that. Even though I know there's probably vendors who do, but my body doesn't handle cold weather that well. Like my hands get really cold and my feet get really cold and it gets like painful. So today, if I go out and it becomes like bothersome, I'll probably just try to stay out for 4 hours if I can do that. If I can go past 4 hours, I'll try to go past 4 hours. So you'll be able to catch me in that time period, probably like 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably wrap it up. If I can, if I can't, if I have to end it like in an hour, I'll end it. So this is really exciting because it's really gonna like test me. I'm gonna try to make all the money I can make now, so when November and December come, I can stay in January and February too. You know, stay in a little bit more because I'll probably be out in those months as well. But I enjoy being out on the street, selling my work. And I was talking to another vendor friend of mine, and like I deal with social anxiety. But then I was thinking like, why is it that I enjoy being out on the street, but I don't like going to social gatherings? And I thought of it like being a contradiction, but I put two. Like at a social gathering, the pressure is on you to socialize, and if you don't socialize, then you kind of get left behind. And it's that feeling of everybody's dancing and you're on the wall. Some of you might not know that feeling because you're probably somebody who always dances. But and dancing meaning like someone who always talks or something like that. Even at social gatherings when it's just like a lounging thing where we're just sitting around and we're chatting, there's a conversation being had and I will not participate. It's not that I don't want to, but I don't like to put forth the effort to like join in when people are like talking. And it's not that I don't find the conversation interesting. Maybe sometimes I don't, but even if I did find the conversation interesting, I would probably have it, but like on a one-on-one type of interaction when it's me and just one other person. But when it's like 6 people all trying to touch on a certain topic, I tend to like, just let them have at it and kind of go in the background. And it's not like, someone was like, well, do you think like that's how you always gonna be? And it's, I don't know, I guess you could look at it as a choice. But then the part of me, like, that's just who I am as well. And one, like if you are naturally an extrovert or, someone who's outspoken or doesn't mind being center of attention. I think that's great, but not everyone is like that. And I don't think like people who aren't like that are somehow useless. Like I feel like we're all valuable. Um, Another thing was like when I did retail, there were some of the employees that were just really naturally good at talking and getting people to apply for credit cards. Now, part of me felt bad about trying to get people to apply for credit cards, and the only credit card that I did get was another coworker had got the credit card and said I did it, and I was like, that was the only credit card I got. But other than that, I did talk to customers. Customers liked me, but it always like my management was always like, you need to try harder to talk to these people and get them to apply for credit and all this stuff. And I just continue to be me because I feel like if I was to just be extra just because I was told to be extra, then it would be false. Um, and now that if you can do that and you don't mind doing that, that's fine. And if I could do that, I would have done it. If I felt like that would have gained me more money or something like that. But I just didn't feel like I could. I felt eventually like if I did it, I would lose my momentum because it wasn't really me and that it was fake. And the people who are like that, I'm not saying they're fake. Like if you're naturally a bubbly person, an extrovert, then that's just naturally you. But if someone isn't and they're trying to be that just because they're told to be that, then that's fake. It's forced. It's not real. And it wasn't like I was a bad person, but I don't think that's the argument. Like you're a bad person, but just not like that engaged, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, being out on the street is different. Like, I guess some people think of the big city and they get overwhelmed by cars and people, and it was overwhelming at first. Like, I couldn't handle 42nd Street, but now, like, I've grown to love it, and I had to, like, realize that's what I came to New York for, was a big city life. If I was somewhere in the country and like in seclusion, just me knowing me, I would probably get really depressed. So the big city and all its noise and all its cars and people, that gives me kind of like a joy. And I mean, if you don't understand it, then you just don't understand it. But a social gathering that doesn't give me any joy. So all right. If you understood what I'm saying, let me know. Y'all probably not gonna watch the whole video though. All right, but have a good one. Bye.